is Wake Up Nigeria for an October Monday morning.
Yeah.
Inspiration, they say, comes in different ways, and we try as much as we can, as much as possible, to inspire you every single day and help you guys start your week very, very brightly.
This is Wake Up Nigeria. We are licensed to thrill, and we have top-notch TV content specially curated just for you.
Yes, indeed. It's always a grand morning when your colleagues don't say, "Oh, Miss Zeno, we missed you. Welcome back." But who
Allow
cares?
us get there now.
It's all good. It's all right.
We were coming to that.
I will say it myself.
Wow.
Welcome, Miss Zeno.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back. His royal zininess is back on your screens. We missed you. We did.
Thank you very much. Hey,
We
Winfrey,
did.
did you miss me? Drip, Winfrey.
Well,
Sadly.
Bit of energy, Winfrey.
It does. It does. Good morning.
Perfectly.
It's great to have you here. My name is Mike Mesakeno. It's Monday. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
All right, let's get this one cracking. Let's get it on the road. Welcome once again, Wake Up Nigeria. There's so much to look forward to for the week. My name, of course, is Mazino Appeal.
and I'm Titilayo Oyinsong. You can use our hashtag across all social media platforms to be a part of this show. It's Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Oh, yes. And remember, you can also watch us live from anywhere that you might be. All you need to do is have the app on your phone. It's a very delightful app to have on your phone because anything that you want to see
It's
is right there, iOS or Android.
GOTV, we're on channel 27. UHF, we're on channel 49. We need you to follow us across all our social handles as well. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all at TVC Connect.
Yes, it's that simple. Now, let's let you know what we have for a lineup for a Monday. Today, on Motivation, we are joined by Mfonabong Iyang, an author and also communication strategist. And today on the show, he joins us to talk about why you must write a book, the importance of telling your own story. Boy, have I got tales to tell. As usual, we do a review of the latest edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And hopefully we can pick up a thing or two on the last edition.
And then, of course, what would Wake Up Nigeria be without a musical performance? We'll be joined by Bolu Ban, an artist, writer, music producer, and so much more.
And coming up, Enyoma Azuwike is a celebrity hairstylist who has been in business for 27 years. Let's say that again, 27 years. He's worked across multiple industries, including fashion shows, corporate entities, and magazines. And he joins us in SME today to talk about his brand, Zubi Definitions. That's beautiful.
People like that create wearable art.
That's nice.
It's like art. Beautiful.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome Monday morning here.
This was the point we're going to say, oh, it's great to have you back. We
Yes,
just have to take it away.
You can welcome me back. You can welcome me. But Mike, no. I came to give Mike back what he gave me.
Wow.
But he wouldn't take it.
At least next week I go take my lead. I'm not sure. But how's the weekend for you guys?
Yeah, well, we had a chilled late.
Yes.
Why did I ask this question?
Were they together?
Yes, they were.
Winfrey and myself, we had a staycation.
It was a BFF for life.
Oh, okay, we in that circle. Right,
I
yeah.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Inside joke.
You know?
Yeah. You don't like.
But you know, Michelle could have joined us.
Oh, he
yeah,
did over
yeah.
the phone for a few
Over the
Who
phone.
is Michelle?
At least you joined us for breakfast.
How come I didn't know about this though? Even if I was, I mean the whole
We're
thing.
giving you time to heal now.
Yeah, you weren't ready for the
I
kind
was maybe I wasn't, but in a while I was away. You know that thing that happens to you when you're recuperating from an illness.
Okay.
There's always a track stuck in your head. It's a horrible feeling to always have one track stuck in your head.
Yeah.
There was
was
two
it?
of them that been playing and helping me contemplate my entire life, and then
Wow.
one of them is I'd like to give credit to Don Jazzy and
Johnny Drill.
It's still in my head right now. It's going on as I speak. I want to break into
He's going.
My friend. That song is one of the. It will be one of the best songs for 2022 because it just stands out of everything else and helps you realize that there's still a bit of humanity out there. And
Aww.
But you see something, when he was promoting that song, there was something he said when he put up a voice note or something, or a voice message saying that the kind of song Johnny Drill does is not the type that's really appreciated.
Yeah.
Because the song has been there. And so he was like, you guys should, if not, Johnny Drill will go and start putting obscenity all through his lyrics. He was like, if people don't stream this song, I will go and put all the stream it. But yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, you want to break into song now? You want to?
How are you, my friend?
Why do you make him sing it?
I just like that. This song stopped trending after I did that.
Why do you make him serious?
I was trying to hold back the laughter.
But Don Jazzy has such a unique thing that he adds to
It's a
any
presence.
music presence in any track.
It's a vibe.
It just brought it alive. All of it, like you said, it was.
Yeah, I feel it's about the most relevant person musically over time, over generations, and he has done it by being silly at times. You know?
Yeah.
People have accused him of he has used social media quite well.
Yeah.
He knows that look, for social media to sell, you might just have to go out of the normal.
Yeah,
And
true.
he's
Even
doing
as far
it.
as that, I think he actually has a way of putting his personality out there. Yeah. So I mean, he's the boss, the producer boss, but he doesn't necessarily carry it
still
so
very
heavy.
zany when
Exactly.
he has to.
Yeah.
But he's
Fantastic.
very-
Listen, I
very
know
spirited.
sometimes he be like, say.
No.
Destroy the song for
Please.
us.
Welcome back. It's the news, and no, I'm not going to break into song. Not now. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, we begin this hour in Abuja, where Nigerian government has repatriated a total of 452 stranded Nigerians from the United Arab Emirates. They arrived at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at 4:29 a.m. on Sunday aboard a chartered Max Air flight. Moya Thomas has more.
Please help us, Nigeria. We are in Dubai Immigration Deportation Center. We need.
It is over 2 months now that some Nigerians sent out an SOS to the Nigerian government over being stranded in Dubai. The Nigerian mission in the UAE immediately started profiling with the promise to evacuate. This promise has now been fulfilled with the evacuation of 542 Nigerians, consisting of 79 males, 460 females, and 3 infants. They were received by the federal government team led by the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and airport officials, security agencies, including National Commission for Refugees and Internally Displaced Persons, NAPTIP, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NDLEA, Nigerian Correctional Service, Nigerian Customs Service, Port Health Services, NCDC, and others.
You have gone out there, you have seen what is there, you have seen the condition that is there. It is not better than Nigeria, I am 100% sure of that. Nigeria is our country. There is future in Nigeria. There is prospect in Nigeria. We can make it better in Nigeria.
And please, let others know that there is absolutely no place like Nigeria. So you are all welcome home. So please, kindly advise others that are planning to travel. Let them know that there is no place like home.
On arrival, the returnees were screened by the health officials, profiled by various relevant agencies, and cleared by the Nigerian Immigration Service before being given a token of transport fare by NEMA before leaving the airport. This is also to remind Nigerians to be very careful in accepting travel opportunities. The experiences of most of the returnees show that many of such are traps set up by human traffickers. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
Now, outside Nigeria, China's President Xi Jinping has secured a historic third term as Communist Party's leader, cementing his place as the nation's most influential ruler since Mao Zedong. The Central Committee of the Chinese Communist Party elected Xi Jinping as its General Secretary for a precedent-breaking 5-year term, tilting the country decisively back towards one-man rule after decades of power sharing among its elites. Xi Jinping is now all but certain to sail through to a third term as China's president, due to being formally announced during the government's annual legislative session in March next year. The CCP also named a 7-member Politburo Standing Committee led by Xi, its inner circle of power dominated by the party leader's allies. Xi Jinping introduced the new lineup, walking at the head of the group as he led them onto the stage at Beijing's Great Hall of People to meet reporters. And that's it for the news.
Thanks for joining us. Let's take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the newspapers this morning. We're going to start with the Daily Sun. And today is Monday, October 24th, 2022. 2023 polls. Tinubu, Atiku fight dirty. I won't rule Nigeria from Dubai as part-time president, says APC candidate. I will not lie to Nigerians about my health status, replies ex-VP. Page 6 has more on that. We also have here federal government stakeholders to audit controversial fuel consumption figures. Scarcity grounds Abuja. Black market hits 400 naira per litre. NDLEA arrests 4 wanted kingpins over 16 tons of illicit drugs in Lagos, Abuja, others. Terrorists planning attacks on government establishments, schools, markets, hotels in Abuja, according to the U.S. Advises nationals on movements. It also says here Tinubu donates 100 million naira to Kano flood victims. Obi assesses damage in Asaba, prays it doesn't happen again. Constitution review. NAS mobilizes presidency, labor against governors, speakers. Lawan Gbajabiamila Omoagege may meet Buhari over imbroglio. And on flood, Rivers assures victims of continuous relief materials supply. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun. We have with us the Guardian newspaper as well. Cholera cases, death surge amid nationwide flooding. And the NCDC confirms 10,745 cases, 256 deaths in 31 states. Reports 42% increase in September cases compared with August. And according to UNICEF, more than 1.5 million children at risk. Nigeria at extreme high risk of climate change impacts, ranks second out of 163 countries. WHO forced to ration vaccine as cholera cases surge nationwide. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
And you're welcome back from Monday. We have decided to talk about something very interesting, which you might have seen inside of the news. Congratulations to the, how many Nigerians? About 500 or so, who were repatriated, 542 Nigerians who were repatriated back to Nigeria, all the way from Dubai. However, they left one person behind. Well, according to the story. So there's a story about this lady who had sent a message or put something out while she was traveling through. At the time, I thought she was traveling through Dubai. But it so happened that she actually was staying at Dubai when she put out a message telling about the Nigerians who are trapped in Dubai. Apparently, the government of Dubai didn't find that very funny at all. On her way back to Nigeria after her stay, she was apprehended, arrested, and she's going to be spending 1 year in jail there. So there's many, if you want to unpack the story, there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
There's Nigerians and our attitude regarding other sovereignties or nations and their laws and all of that, even if it seems like it was just a case of, what do you call it?
A tweet.
A tweet, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there is the seeming inaction, it would seem many people are arguing, of the Nigerian government regarding the instance. But first off, I just wanted to say that I do know that as Nigerians, we have a penchant for disregarding laws. Whether here or outside Nigeria, everybody knows that there is a certain way of you conduct yourself, especially online when you are in Dubai.
Well, on the contrary, the average Nigerian doesn't really obey traffic laws here, but when they go abroad, they know when the traffic light is on amber, they pause. You know, they are a lot more patient, in quote, when they're outside the country when it comes to the police and the like. But there are some things that you just have to take note of. It is not your country. They have their laws.
But do you think she did anything wrong? Do you think she was absolutely wrong what she did putting out a post on Twitter, no less? It's such an intangible space.
If, for instance, so the thing is, social media has become a lot more impactful and relevant than it used to be. It's not just a tweet anymore. It is going to probably get someone fired, you know? You know, if you put out the wrong information, it could have really bad consequences. It's just like how the power of radio and TV is now. We understand how important it is to make sure that all the information we give you is factual. First, there are probably some details that were missing from her tweet because it's only a certain number of characters.
Now, directly answering that question, I'm going to read this, right? So new laws were literally put in place just January of this year by the Dubai government, and this is what it says. So now, this law further expands the definition of conduct violating the privacy of others by criminalizing eavesdropping, transmitting and disclosing communication, including audio and visual material, taking photographs of others and copying, saving, or publishing them, and publishing news, comments, statements, and information, even if they are authentic.
There you go.
Even if
they are authentic.
Wow.
First of all, that sounds like a gag. I just want
It's a gag on it, yeah.
Yeah, so
It is.
I think that answers the entire question.
But did she publish news?
She did.
Well,
They said comments,
on Twitter.
news, or statement.
Or statement.
as good
So
as
not
publishing.
even,
Yeah.
that is publishing.
If you have a platform
just
and you have
publishing.
followers,
Yeah.
you are in certain countries you're under a certain guideline. Especially the bigger your followers go, the more obligated you are to follow certain rules that other people might not.
Yeah.
If that was in America, and it won't happen.
Well,
Now that's
you'd be
another
surprised.
argument that's been out there.
So that's
Please
It won't happen.
expatiate, Mike.
It won't happen. It won't
Tell
happen.
why
They don't rate you now. Simple. They don't rate you. It won't happen. First of all, the Americans won't even be treated in that kind of way. That would even want. But even if they
Yes,
do,
so that's even
if
another
they
issue.
do, they will, something will happen and they won't.
Are you saying something about the inaction of the Nigerian government?
It's not about, I don't think it's only about the inaction of the
because
Nigerian
first of all,
government.
now they tell you that. I mean, to other countries, if my visa application is rejected, I should get my fee back. But it's only here. I've heard that kind of thing that when your visa fee is rejected, you understand? They will tell you, Ogbeni, your money has gone. They're telling you that, and you know, it has been going on and on and on, and then you hear issues of what Nigerians go out to do in Dubai.
Yes.
You can't even rent a place, get a job, and say you're a Nigerian. The Nigerians have to say they are from Ghana or Ethiopia or something.
Yeah.
You can't say you're a Nigerian and somebody will give you a house to stay. Why? Because they feel that you come there to hush puppy their economy or something.
So, but I would say that there are, because of a 1%, and I'm going to say a 1%, there are a 1% who have given a dog a bad name in that country. But there's also a 1% that are spending millions and investing in that country. They are buying property. They are taking advantage of the tourism opportunities. They're taking they're the ones.
Do you know the biggest spenders
when a Nigerian,
are in Dubai?
yes, it's Nigerians.
It's actually Nigerians. You can't go
Come
2 feet
on.
without seeing somebody say, "Get a guy out."
Yes. When a Nigerian enters a shop, the attendants come and meet you because they know you are ready to spend.
But look at who are the people spending that particular money? Are they people doing legit business? Would they spend that way?
They are mostly there.
I am saying that would they spend that way? Because
half of the
when
tourists
you,
said, well,
mostly there.
why do you see we don't do that mortgage system? So over there, somebody will come and buy a phone with a plan and pay over in 12 months. But the Nigerian will enter and say, who's used to buy? When I talk of that village, oh, Benny, $990. Give me the phone. What's this one doing? You know, the way we think, our financial brain.
So
is
this
very
goes to
different.
financial literacy. The average Nigerian understands spending money a different way from how someone in the US or UK is taught to spend money. In the UK, you get insurance for a device like this.
Yeah, well.
You know, but a Nigerian probably wouldn't. They don't care if the screen is going to be
point is,
broken.
anyways,
you think you're giving them, in your mind now, you are helping the economy. And they are saying that, no, we don't want it.
Anymore.
I think we should
After
realize
we
that.
invested for so long.
It has happened so much that, look, a lot of people that were there overstayed their visa.
Very true.
You see, they said some of them were even like misplaced their passports.
Just so that they can
So that they can. So they are saying, look, we don't care. What are you really even bringing?
At this
The point is that the vices at this particular point in time supersede the virtues. And no, we don't want it.
Even if it doesn't literally supersede, that's how they see it. And
Yeah.
the truth is that a law is a law. Once it's there, is there, right? And the fact that it's there is what it is. So my advice would be, when you're traveling to these countries, take out time to literally maybe go through, even if it's just general laws, just to know how to conduct and
can't travel now.
conduct yourself. I'm not saying like even to other countries, not
and
just,
develop
not
your
Dubai,
own
any-
country.
any-
We have beautiful places here to develop. Stay in your country, invest in your country, and make this the tourist destination for the whole world to come to.
Until we get to that point, just travel somewhere else.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Travel on a budget. Go someplace in Africa, like I like.
Exactly. No, seriously. There are beautiful places in Africa.
There are.
That you can actually
Anyhow, tell us what
explore.
you think. If you think that it was a bit too heavy-handed on the part of the Dubai government, send us a message. Use the hashtag. Been away for a bit. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. We'll be back.
Good morning and welcome back into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. And standing here with me is my darling chef, Eniola. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Looking fresh.
You look stunning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So now tell me, we have a whole lot here. I'm seeing some potatoes. What exactly are we making today?
We're making honey garlic chicken with garlic butter potatoes.
Honey garlic chicken with honey
Butter garlic potatoes.
Okay, honey garlic with butter garlic. Oh, I know why.
Yeah.
So tell me, what exactly do we need to bring this alive?
So here I have chicken breasts.
Okay.
Cut into cubes, so we get the even cooking on
Okay.
every part of the chicken.
Okay.
Then we have potatoes here. We're going to boil them first and then fry them in a pan.
Okay.
Then, we have lettuce here. You just need some freshness. You need fruits or whatever. So that's why I have this.
Yeah, the lemon.
Lemon. We have green pepper for garnishing. Dry red pepper, and this is seasoning cubes, salt, flour, butter, cooking oil, ginger, garlic, soy sauce, onions, honey, everything.
Everything. Okay, so now tell me, what is the process exactly for making? First, let's start with the potatoes.
Okay, so for the potatoes, you cut them in cubes. So, like I said earlier, just like this, you cut them in cubes and you cook them for like 10 minutes until it's really tender.
Okay.
And then you strain. Meanwhile, in the water, you need to put garlic and ginger.
Okay, in the water while
you
boiling.
just
Okay.
infuse
Oh,
flavor.
that flavor, I can imagine.
Yeah, so once that is ready, we pan fry it and then, do all the orishi first. Yeah. Very, very easy.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes, your potatoes
It's
are
ready. Awesome,
Very good.
awesome.
Then a chicken breast as well. In 15 minutes to 20 minutes, we get a perfect chicken breast.
Okay, are we frying this or steaming this?
We're frying.
Frying it
Yeah, we're frying
straight.
and then we mix with the gooey sauce.
Ooh, okay, great, great. So now to start this, what do we actually have to start with?
Okay, we need to season this.
So I noticed the butter. What's the butter for?
It's for the potatoes and the chicken, just for flavor. Because that
Okay.
gives depth of flavor way more than cooking oil, especially when you're using just the plain one. You just say, that's it.
So at what point do we put this?
When we're about to fry that and then also fry that.
Fry that. Okay, so now that's normal butter, right?
Yeah, normal,
Okay.
salted or unsalted, regardless, anyone.
Depending on what you want to use. All right, great, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now, how are we starting? We're starting with
The potatoes.
the potatoes. So
Yeah.
we'll start by peeling that.
And
What
one
you
thing,
need.
for you to get even cooked on potatoes, you make sure you put them while the water is still cold. So it cooks from,
Oh,
yeah,
from,
cooks
okay, I didn't
from
think
scratch.
of that.
Yes, you
Oh,
get
really?
even cooked and it's always very nice.
Oh, nice.
Also, you can leave the potato peels, like the back, you can leave it. 'Cause
Okay.
It's really healthy.
Yeah, I know people actually do that.
Yeah, I think I tried that one time here and then it was so nice because it gets really crispy on the outside and then get that soft.
I think there's something, I think probably there's a lot of nutrients there as
Yes,
well.
yes.
It also
In
helps.
fact, most people now don't even peel up their ginger as well.
Anymore, true.
Yeah,
You just make
because,
sure
I
you
mean,
wash it properly,
perfectly, yeah,
right?
and then you're good.
And you're good. Amazing. Okay, let's start. Put this, let me turn this on for you. Oh, okay. Okay, and this one as well. So what do you need me to help you do? Should I help you with the in fact, that's what I'm doing. I'm not even asking you. Because you're not going to stress me this morning.
No.
So how do you want this cut? Are we chopping?
Yeah, we're chopping.
So into
Fine
big
cubes.
chunks, or okay, fine cubes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
We just
Okay. All right. So now we're marinating the chicken breasts.
not really.
Okay.
Just season them. Then dredge in a flour.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
so-
I noticed there was flour there, so I was
Yeah,
wondering
yes.
what's happening with that.
Yeah. So you do that and
Okay. So some seasoning cubes, some pepper, some salt. All right.
And this.
And garlic. So you actually
Garlic and
grate
ginger.
some there and
Yeah.
ginger, and then dredge in flour. All right, great. All right. So while we get on cooking all of this, don't be afraid of my knife. Right, we're going to head to the couch now for a very interesting conversation.
Well, thank you very much, Shocktail. Now, let's do this. Today on Motivation, we're joined by Mfonobong Eyang, an author and also communication strategist. And also, today he's going to show us, he joins us to talk about why we must write a book, the importance of telling your own story. I'm very excited about this. Mfonobong, you are welcome.
Good morning, Mazino.
First of all, we know you're an author already, so you've written your story.
Yes.
A couple of stories.
Yes.
Why is it important that we write our stories? Why do you want us to... Who is my audience when I tell a story about little old humble me, is my question.
Exactly. Thank you very much, and good morning, viewers. So the first thing about the story is that it's self-awareness. To tell your story means you are self-aware. Going back to the colonialism, the first thing they stole from us was our story, our history, our culture. That's why someone said Mungo Park discovered River Niger. Someone documented it. And for the longest time, you believed it because somebody wrote it down.
Yeah.
So what we call history is somebody's version of events. Do you understand? But we understand that for history, but we don't understand that for our lives. Do you understand? Nobody can tell Mazino's story better than Mazino. But people say, why should I write a book? That's where legacy comes in. Do you understand? When I look at the couch on the backdrop, I'm seeing books. Those people are not here, but they are sharing their ideas. There's thought leadership. Do you understand? There's legacy. Then you can talk about profit making. Do you understand? So it's very important because the most powerful thing in the world is a story. The most powerful person is a storyteller. So if you don't like somebody else's story, write your own. So it's very, very important that your stories are well documented.
That's very interesting. I've never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Actually, especially when you talk about the fact that Mungo Park discovered it was there already.
Ridiculous.
You know, so it's actually just a documentation that people will take to book and say, okay, this is how it happened.
Yeah.
So that's very important. But how does it impact me as the individual? What does it change in my psychology when I write my own story? And when you say write that story, do you actually mean write a book? So tell us exactly how it affects a person's mentality.
All right, thank you very much. I brought my book, copy of my book. Hope you
Yeah, we've got it somewhere. Where's that?
I think it's somewhere on the background there.
Yeah, I'll get it.
So I brought my book, Hope Is Not a Strategy. And people say, what has this book done for me? Now, this book has opened more doors than prayers. Do you understand? Because in the new world, a book is your power CV. I don't have time to pitch my 10 to Mazino. When I go to conferences, I don't have to say, hey, I'm 10-5 things. No. I just give a copy of my book. So this shows thought leadership. It shows human agency. Do you understand? It shows I can coordinate my thought. One of the most powerful things is to bring out what is in your head. Like TV, I always use TV as an example. This is success. Somebody had this idea in their head, and they brought it to life. Now we are living in that person's reality. So one of the things a book does to you shows that you can produce. Because production is not necessarily tangible things, it's intangible things. When you can bring your thought from the abstract to reality, so it enhances your confidence. It positions you as a thought leader, as someone that knows it's an authority. Someone says, if you're an authority, you must author a book. That's what makes you an authority. Do you understand? You must show that, hey, I know what I'm doing. I want to double down on it. So it opens doors for you. It makes you able to democratize your presence.
So it's a question of the chicken or the egg situation, my next question now. So do I have to have something to write about before I can write a book, or do I have to start writing before I can actually have something to write about? I don't know if you get me.
I get your point. So what do I want to write that's not been written?
Exactly.
Do you understand?
What makes it so different? What makes my life so different?
Good question. I used to think like that until I wondered that why did God give us unique DNAs? If God didn't think I was so special, why do I have a unique DNA? Right? I'll answer your question in two parts. The first thing, people say, what do I write about? That's why I come in. A coach, someone to coach you to bring out your ideas. I don't just coach, I help people go right. But coming to your question, there are 5 things, and I knew you were going to ask this question.
You predicted me. I don't like being predicted.
So there are 5 things you should write. You should write, can hinge your story on. Number 1 is your origin. And I wrote it in my book. It said where you're coming from, your antecedent, your nativity. Second one is your expertise, your competence, your ability, or your prowess. Third is innovation, the solution you bring to the table, what makes you different. Fourth is your purpose, your calling and its role in the grand scheme of things. Then the fifth one is influence, how far-reaching your message is. There's no way you go through these 5, you fall into one of the categories. Do you understand? Because there's something you are selling. You're not just selling yourself, you're selling your skill. Do you understand? You're selling your ideas. When you write, you're not selling a book. I'm selling ideas. I'm selling my intelligence. I'm telling the world, hey, this guy is so smart. Do you understand? If you want something like this, you're going to pay a premium for it. It enhances my brand value. I can't give you my book and you price me anyhow.
So that's a grand idea, but writing a book at the risk of being megalomaniac, however, I mean, what if there really isn't anything to write? Don't I fall into that risk of being seen as...
That's the thing. Writing a book mustn't even be about you.
There you go.
Do you understand? People think this book is not necessarily about me. Do you understand? It's about helping people solve a problem. But when I solve the problem, they remember who solved the problem for them. It mustn't necessarily be I'm the best things in sliced bread. Oh, guys, I'm this and that. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But it's really about helping people solve a problem or giving people perspective. If all I did was tell you that Mungo Park did not discover River Niger, I have shifted the perspective. I didn't write about myself.
There you go.
But I've helped you understand something better. Yeah. And that may trigger, it might motivate somebody else to do something or do something down the road. But it doesn't necessarily be, oh, come, guys, I'm the best thing, or I'm campaigning. No, it mustn't be about me. It's about you. Once I get to solve a problem for you, you'll always come back to the source. Like, okay, I want more where that came from. So it mustn't necessarily be about me. That's the thing. It can be fiction. There are many genres of book. It mustn't necessarily be autobiography. I don't want to write my autobiography now. I want to do a lot of things so that when I write, it's rich. But for now, I can give you perspective. I can share my intelligence. I can give you 1 or 2 tips on something like that.
That's fantastic. Now that you put it that way, it makes even more sense. And I'm hoping that everybody out there actually takes a leaf, get the pun, from what is
See what you did there. See what you did there.
Yes. Oh, don't worry. I'll be introducing everybody to my new book, Sliced Bread, Best Thing. Change of perspective. In any case, Mfonobong, it's grand to have you here. We always look forward to having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Do stay tuned. We've got more coming your way inside of Wake Up Nigeria for a Monday edition. We'll be right back.
In there. Okay.
So it just tastes fresh.
Okay, so welcome back to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. Still here with Chef Eniola, and we are making our potatoes and chicken breast. So it's garlic, honey garlic, potatoes, and garlic.
Honey garlic chicken, and then garlic butter potatoes.
Honey garlic chicken and garlic butter potatoes.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, so now our potatoes are clean and washed, right? And of course, she's chopping them right now. Ready to put them on the fire where we have the water standing by. So in this pot, we have our chicken breast, already washed, seasoned, and
Dredged in flour.
Dredged in flour, yes. So in here, what do we use to season it? So not cubes?
Yeah, we used cubes, seasoning cubes. We used salt, garlic, fresh garlic and ginger. It has more flavor.
Okay.
Garlic, ginger, salt, curry, thyme,
And all of that,
pepper.
and then
pepper.
a little pepper. And of course, we have it dredged in flour. And we're going to fry that, right?
Yes,
So we need the oil. Do we need the oil on fire now?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so let me do that.
Thank you.
Let's put it here. Because that's hot.
Really hot.
That's hot. But then again, what temperature of oil are we frying in? Hot, like really hot oil?
Medium, no, actually medium high. Yeah,
medium high.
Medium high.
So let me, so that's not extremely high. Not extremely high.
I want it so
So
hot.
medium high, so it doesn't, so it cooks, right? Properly
Yes,
from the
and then because
inside.
we're still going to cook it in the honey sauce.
As well.
So yeah.
Okay.
And one thing about chicken breast is if you keep it for too long, it gets dry, like really, really dry. Yeah.
So we don't want that to happen.
It will happen, but not really dry.
Not extremely dry. Okay, great.
Okay.
Great stuff. So all that is cleaned up. We're moving that.
There, and then here. And then always make sure you season your water very well so that the salt gets into the potatoes.
Okay, so are you going to do that now?
Yeah, yeah. Enough salt. Yeah, because by the time we drain the water, I mean,
Yeah, you actually
the rest-
just actually go with
So
it.
you can see it's clean.
Yes.
So everything is going in at once. Cold temperature to start, and then let it boil so it can cook all the way. Okay. And you can see they're cutting wedges. So
Yes.
It's not like you would taste one part is underdone, one part.
Yeah, that
is
happens sometimes.
Exactly.
It's true. So you make sure they're evenly cut, so that we don't have that issue.
Yes.
All right.
So now, and then the water also has to cover the potatoes. Yeah. Now we can put it on the fire.
All right.
Yep.
So you spoke about garnishing with, or not garnishing, putting like ginger in here?
Yes,
Is that going to happen?
Yes, it's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want this to boil a bit.
A
and then-
bit, okay,
yes,
before we
yes,
do
yes,
that.
yes.
Okay, amazing, amazing. I think our oil is hot
Well,
enough.
I think it will be nice to put this over
There,
Yes.
right? And have this go
Thank you so much. You're so kind. You're sweet, in fact.
Thank you, my darling.
Sweeter than this.
Thank you. Okay.
Just put them.
Not
Back a
me.
bit. Exactly.
All right. So we'll put it one after the other.
Yes.
Okay. Like the idea of cooking, though, is actually so interesting. It's art. And I
Yes.
love the fact that you can literally make it whatever you want to make
True.
it. Amazing. I noticed you had some curry there. Where
Yes.
are we putting that curry?
I had a curry here as well. I mentioned earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yes, yes, curry
Okay.
and thyme.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
the flavor now, the flavor
Actually,
has to just...
Yeah, it has to come out. Come forth. Anyways, a whole lot more to happen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. But then again, we have another hour to go. So make sure you stay tuned because we're going to start all over again. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Of course, you're welcome back. Still on Monday here, second hour for you. Refreshing is the best way to describe the first 1 hour that's just gone by. The most exciting family breakfast show on Nigerian television. You need no more introductions, but hey, maybe you can tell them some more.
This is Wake Up Nigeria. The anchors are marvelous. The chefs are tasty. They're awesome. And of course, we could go on and on and on about the wonderful stuff we have on the show. We missed quite a bit in the first hour, but not to worry, there's still more.
Well, time is ticking, and of course, we are on the clock. 45 minutes to go is what we have left on the show today. But don't fret, this is enough time to pack in all that goodness for a Monday. Of course, in the kitchen, we have Princess Amidala and Chef Eniola. How you guys doing in there?
No, we're doing great. We're doing amazing, really. Our chicken's actually cooked and stepping out of the hot fire, as you can see. And everywhere is smelling so lovely and beautiful. Our potatoes are already on the fire as well, getting cooked. And we're having fun here, right?
Yes, we are.
Golden and gorgeous.
It definitely smells good.
Absolutely.
Smells
I can't wait
really
to stick
good.
my teeth in that one. Talking about time now, please, we have a very little, so let's get to it. Let's let you guys know exactly what's coming up on the show here today. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titila Oyinson. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeriaontvc across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV.
Live from absolutely anywhere. You can catch us if you have the mobile app. It's on iOS and, of course, on Google Play Store. Just click away and you'll find us.
GOTV, channel 27, UHF, channel 49. Let's have you following us on all the platforms. Let's get to it. So we've done motivation already.
Yes, indeed we have.
What
Coming up
else
this
do we have
hour.
left?
Now, as usual, we do a review of the latest edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire every single Monday, and today's not an exception, as we'll be checking out yesterday's edition and seeing what we can take to the bank. Maybe something, maybe not.
Then, of course, a musical performance will be coming from Bolu Ban, an artist, writer, music producer, and more. It's going to be fun.
Inyoma Zubuike is a celebrity hairstylist who has been in business since, 27 years. Today he's going to be joining us to talk about his trade and how come he's lasted so long. His brand is called Zubi Definitions. That's fierce. What's her name?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Really?
Yeah, fantastic. Looks good.
Yeah, it does. There's so much to talk about in so little time, you know, but all in all, we have to make sure that that food stays away from Mike Mesikeno, because he's been very silent about it. And
You know,
probably
get
going
with it.
behind the scenes.
Contemplating.
Behind the scenes.
Make I bring with you. I'm not getting it. I'm not.
What?
I'm a fan of sweet potatoes more than Irish potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, much more. Much far.
Are you
much
serious?
What's the difference?
But there's no difference. Don't worry. After effect of malaria. How can you ask what you want to
What's
see
the
that Irish?
difference? I mean, nutritionally.
Yeah, it's
sweet
more
is
healthy.
actually
I think. Yeah. I think apart from
more fiber. Yeah.
More, it's healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's almost like a, so
More
even
fiber.
for losing fitness, buffs, so that look potatoes, there are it. You know, but then something I want to mention is how we are in the best period. I mean, having
time
two
to
of
be
the
alive.
best. Yes, always. Anybody that's alive, the people that come after us will always be in the best time. Those that were before us, that was the best time.
That's what
for
they
them.
thought.
Yeah, that's what they thought. But we had two shows that just rounded up. Rings of Power and House of Dragons. House of Dragons finale was just this morning.
How was
Only
it?
this was a Friday.
Even though it was leaked, it was so big.
You saw it before,
I
yeah?
heard
I
it
didn't
was
see it.
leaked.
I didn't see it.
Have you seen it, though?
No.
No. But I will see it after the show and all that. But I just want to say how both shows did very, very well. You know, and they built on. These are two of the biggest franchises. You know, they've been. I mean, you are a Lord of the Rings fan, or you're a fan.
Fanboy.
Yeah, you read the
fanboy.
books, didn't you?
You know,
Yeah,
you're
I read
a
a book
fanboy.
again while I was ill.
Why you did read them again?
Lord of the Rings. Had to go back to the Fellowship of the Rings right from the. Well, that's not really the beginning, but it was the first book.
Was it?
The Hobbit is the beginning, right?
The Hobbit is the beginning.
Beginning. Yes.
E-format or hardcover?
E-format.
E-format. I want to read those books the hard.
Hardcover.
Yeah, because
So I have a very interesting story reading the hardcover while I was a kid, because the book
Okay.
is written in such a way that it looks very occultic.
Yeah.
The Elven
Okay.
language and
Yeah.
everything on the
Yeah.
cover, and it looked exactly like you'd think it was the Bible because they were that thin.
Yeah.
The leaves were that
Oh,
Yeah.
thin.
okay.
So reading it as a kid actually alarmed my parents, because there was, what is this?
They were
What is it
scared.
really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really scary. You open
Yeah.
certain pages and it's all written in Elven language. You know, Mordor, Mithril.
Yeah.
What is he doing? But it was very interesting, and I think it's a couple of books I'll always read all over again. Lord of the Rings would be number one, and then the second one would be Frank Peretti's The Oath. Always.
Harry Potter.
For me, it has to be The Complete Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you've mentioned that
Conan
before.
Doyle. It has to be.
Welcome back. It is the second hour here for Wake Up Nigeria. Let's do the news. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress says Nigeria will become great again under his administration if elected next president. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu made the promise while addressing members of the various support groups in Kano during his two-day interactive visit to the state. The former Lagos State Governor earlier in the day met with various Islamic groups and the Kano branch of the Christian Association of Nigeria, where he promised them inclusiveness and a better country.
You wanted to hear from us, and you have been here for quite a long time. It's been a long night. Thank you to our entertainers. Thank you to those young toddlers who need to know that. Thank you to many of you who have left a lot of what they are doing to volunteer to form the support group. Thank you. Again, let me assure you, we are not going to forget you. We are going to be with you.
Now, outside Nigeria, China's President Xi Jinping has secured a historic third term as the Communist Party's leader, cementing his place as the nation's most influential ruler since Mao Zedong. The Central Committee of the Chinese Communist Party elected Xi Jinping as its General Secretary for a president-breaking 5-year term, tilting the country decisively back toward one-man rule after decades of power sharing among its elites. Xi Jinping is now all but certain to sail through to a third term as China's president, due to being formally announced during the government's annual legislative session in March next year. The CCP also named a 7-member Politburo standing committee led by Xi, its inner circle of power dominated by the party leader's allies. Xi Jinping introduced to the new lineup, walking at the head of the group as he led them out onto the stage at Beijing's Great Hall of People to meet reporters. Welcome back. Still on Monday here, our final segment for a Monday morning. Now, Inyoma Azubike, he's a celebrity hairstylist who has been in the business for, get this, 27 years. He's worked across multiple industries, including fashion shows, corporate entities, and magazines. And he's joining us now today on our SME segment to talk about his brand, Zubi Definitions. Mr. Azubike, you are welcome. We had met once before, and just only moments ago, you reminded me of that moment, and it was by virtue of the fact that at that moment I had a big old hairdo, and he said, you cut your hair. Talk about a man and his profession and the fact that you can't separate him from it. I think that would be you. But it's rather odd that you are the hair expert and you are bald. What's going on here?
Okay.
But tell us about you and Zubi Definitions.
Okay. Zubi Definition is a young chap who has, right from the onset, right from when I was growing up, I actually knew what I wanted to do for myself, what I wanted to be. I knew quite already that I wanted to be into arts, any arts-related issues, any arts-related things. I actually want to be a hairstylist.
You knew this from when you...
From the onset. I really don't want to sound a cliche, like I have like a sisters or all those things. Though I have 2 sisters ahead of me, and I had a very beautiful mother. Very lovely mother. She's very stylish and everything. I remember ever telling my mom, Mama, you they do guy, you. You know that kind of a thing. And she smiled. You know that kind of a thing. So I've always wanted to be a hairstylist right from what goes. So immediately after my education, my secondary, I went into university. There at the university, I lived off campus. So I was more or less like, I had a salon where, it wasn't my own salon, I was working, and you know the way they do it, by the time we finish every day, we slash the money, I take my own thing here. So I was in school, I was going to school, and I was doing that.
Is it safe to say that this saw you through university?
Oh, sure. It paid my way. He paid my way because I remember my dad just paid for my first year in the university, and the rest 4 years was on me.
That is amazing.
It is.
It's not just the ability to make hair, it's actually a passion.
Sure.
And like I tell young people, if you've got a passion and you're able to translate that to money, then you're living the life, quite frankly. I mean, it's just plain sailing because you're doing what you enjoy doing and you're getting paid for it.
Exactly.
Now, this is 27 years. It's seen you go from that little hairstyle salon onto runway, because we met on the runway. My debut as a model, by the way, thank you very much, was when we met.
Yeah.
And I see you doing art for models.
Yeah.
So talk to us about that journey from then up until now.
I think it's all about consistency. It's all about passion. It's all about your being real to life and to the profession. I always tell myself there is no small job, no matter how it is. So this has been seeing me through. This has been taking me from places to places. Like it has been wow for me all through.
We're taking a look at some of the artwork that you do and some of the personalities that you actually express this on. And it's so wide to see the people that you've attended to, the people that you've created art for. And that's very, very beautiful. Now, you get paid how much for this? Let's be honest. Big amounts?
They pay me.
6 figures?
Oh,
they fly you over across the country and all of that?
Exactly. They pay a lot. They pay very well. Like I can tell you that they really pay my. Some of them do. Some of them might not pay your worth. You might not be able to pay your worth. But some will really appreciate you and pay you up.
What is your worth as a hairstylist? And to encourage somebody out there who's young and who's got the same passion as you to look at you and say, I'm going to get there someday.
Yeah.
What is that worth? What are we talking about in figures here? What could it be, wild guess?
Okay, just like I said before, it's all about your passion for the job. Allow the clients, allow them to see that in you.
Nice.
Allow them to see that you are passionate about what you are doing. You are creative in what you are doing. Allow them. Do not force it. You understand?
Let them place a value.
Yes. Let them be the one that will place a value. Yes, you have placed a value on yourself. Because if you place a value on yourself, you carry yourself big.
Oh, yes. I can see that.
You understand? So you carry yourself big. Imagine me entering inside a client's house, sure, with my car. I parked in, and I come in 30 minutes before the time you gave me. So that's professionalism. So I come in and I attend to you. Every bit of my attending to you, I'm looking at you, I am talking with you, I'm engaging you up. You understand? First of all, you will feel good.
Yeah.
You must feel good with me.
Yeah. It's
first.
creating an experience.
Yes.
Not just about the art.
It is not about
the entire experience.
Remember, we are talking about the money.
Yeah.
The value. So you must feel good with me. Then after attending to you, I am looking at you to see whether you are totally satisfied.
Yep.
If you are very much satisfied in whatever I have done, oh sure, if I say 5 figures, you will give me 6 figures.
Nice.
Oh
That's
sure.
a beautiful way to look at it. Well, that's beautiful. How long will it take me, who's just beginning in this industry, this is just hypothetically now, to get to where you are? Is it a matter? You've been doing this for 27 years.
Oh, sure.
Would I do it in a matter of 5 years or less? Who do I have to meet? Where do I have to go?
Okay. Hairstyling is in different categories. You have to define which one you want to go. Do you want to major in creative hair? Just like I do.
Creative hair.
Yes.
Yeah? That's yours, yeah?
Do you want to major in that? Do you want to major in runway? Do you want to major in bridal? Do you want to major in day-to-day salon?
I didn't know there were so many of these.
So that's the thing. So all of them defines how long you are going to take, where you are going to be trained.
Nice.
You understand? So I now tell you.
I need to pick my path. way
Exactly.
before, like, okay, this is what I want to major in, and this is what I'm going
Oh, sure, because you will see the fantasy. Yes, you will see the fantasy. Like you might see a hairstylist, you might see a hair done by a hairstylist, and it's bridal. So every bridal, this thing, you are looking at it. So you might see another one that is done by a creative hairstylist. Creative hairstylist. Then you are looking at it and you are dazed. So you define yourself, you define which one do you want to go. If you know the one that you want to go, you channel yourself to that instantly. No wasting of time. Yeah.
Now let's bring it down to the male order now. It's a female clientele-dominated industry work, yes. But what about men and male clients and how men are taking hairstyling to a different level now? People are not just satisfied with just simply being, you know, one way, one path. Men want to do stuff with their hair as well. What do you think, what path for anybody who's about to go focused on that male clientele side of things? How big is it going to be? Do you encourage them to?
I do, definitely, because we do the hair for the ladies, but the ladies do the hair for us, men. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. If a lady tells a fellow lady that your hair is beautiful, oh, sure, fine, thank you so much. But if a guy says your hair is beautiful,
they glow.
Oh,
trust me, I know.
She want to fling the hair. So we do it for them. We do it for them. So we don't have enough. We don't have enough guys. So I encourage guys, please come in. Please come in. Let's roll in and do it and show them how it is supposed to be, how we admire it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. That's
Oh,
grand.
sure.
I mean, you here alone, first off, the ball of energy that that passion, it's very, very obvious. And it's something to see, guys. It's something to actually experience with Mr. Zubi here. It's very, very interesting. And I can only imagine how it is such a fantastic experience for you just doing what you want and getting paid to do it. And I'm hoping that somebody out there is taking a leaf from his book. You know what we're going to do now?
Okay.
Let's practice exactly what you just said about that thing with the women and their hair. And I've got a couple of specimens in the kitchen here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to bring you to the kitchen. But while we're going over, come on over.
All right.
While we're going over, I would like to say, oh my word.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Winfrey, what beautiful hair you have. She's not flicking it. Winfrey, you're supposed to flick it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Uncle Zubi.
Oh, you know each other.
Of course.
Of sure.
Course. Uncle Zubi is the hairstylist everyone knows.
Oh, look at that. That's just beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone-
shabby, isn't it? That's
You can only hope to be on your schedule.
Oh, lovely.
I'm telling you, beautiful hair.
Thank you.
Wow.
So much.
Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh, that is wearable art.
Yes.
And the artist is right here. Thank you so much, Uncle Zubi.
Thank you, Titi.
Okay, so we've been here, had at work with Chef Eniola, and of course, she put together some honey garlic chicken with some garlic butter potatoes. And we'd love for you to try it out and tell us exactly what you think.
Yeah, please,
Okay,
please,
right.
please, please, please. Yay!
Wow.
I don't know if they were able to see it from the top, but
course they were.
let's see how you feel about how it tastes. Give it a taste.
I'm actually a lover of potato.
Okay.
That is number one.
Yeah.
There's no way you can't go back bad with me when it comes to potato. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's see. What do you think? Interesting
Sorry,
choice of
I have
words.
to take the chicken.
Okay.
It's all yours.
That's silence.
If you are not here, you are missing.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we needed to hear. Thank you. Well done, Chef. Thank you so much. And of course, thanks to everyone that joined us on the show today.
Yeah.
Thanks to you for watching. It was definitely a beautiful, brilliant start of the week. We'll be here same time, same station tomorrow, so make sure you keep it locked.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.